If you want to come along for another photo adventure, then stay tuned. This video is for you. This is the start to a great weekend. And I just took a road trip that was probably about 4 to 5 hours to get to where I am. Now you might be asking yourself, Mark, where are you at? Well, I'm at a place called Red River Gorge, and the sun is starting to set. Now, if you're familiar with this area, I'm more specifically at a place called Chimney Tops Rock. Now, it's a beautiful place to come and take a look at. Now, I'm off a beaten path, one that is not so publicized, and I bouldered my way up to a rock face, which is behind me. Now, I'm going to show you a little later in the video what this is all about, but it is awesome, it's beautiful, and it's why I made my way down here. Now, I have my camping gear with me, so I'm going to camp out overnight, and I'm going to try to grab some shots of this sunset here, and just see what kind of interesting shots we can get. Now, I do have the Nikon D3400 with me, along with the kit lens, the 18-55, and I did bring something a little different with me. I did bring a gradient neutral density filter. Now, the purpose behind that is to try and darken the sky as the sun's setting to help better expose the foreground. We'll see just how well that works. Now, like I do with my other videos and other shots that I take, I'm going to shoot in RAW. And that means I'm going to post-process to some extent in Lightroom. And I am going to put all that juicy metadata in the upper left-hand corner. Now, that metadata will provide the information that the camera was set to grab some of these specific shots. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to get overnight. I suspect maybe not much, although we do have clear skies, so maybe the stars will come out and we'll do some astrophotography, and maybe we'll catch the sunrise, and then I plan to hike around in the morning as well, and we'll just see what kind of interesting shots we can get. So, even with the coronavirus, we can still have some fun. That's what it's all about. So I invite you along for the ride, and let's jump in and make it happen. It's just a quick comment. Here is a neutral density filter that's gradient. So I don't know how well you can see that, but it's darker on the top, lighter on the bottom. And I can post a link to where you can get this from. I've had this for a little while, but I'll find it for you. But the idea behind this is that this slides into the holder. Okay, kind of like this, and it allows you to adjust it so you can kind of put the horizon wherever you want, so it's a little darker on the top. And then on the back side of this, I want to show you is this. So this thing holds right in like this, and this screws to your lens. Now, I have stepping rings. Now, we've talked about this in other videos, but I'm going to show you real quick. I use these stepping rings for the variable neutral density filter as well, and it kind of looks like that. So you can add these stepping rings to your lens to get whatever you want to fit, like any kind of filter. And it's the same thing with this. So I'm not sure what the diameter is of this right here. It might be 72, but actually I guess it is 72 because this last ring I have goes up to 72. So there's 4 rings in here. So again, this attaches to the lens, and this attaches to the adapter right here, and that's how I'm going to make use of this neutral density filter. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and put this on. We're going to take some shots. Let's see what we can get.
I know you live every day like it's your last. Please slow down, 'cause life can move faster than your wild heart can catch. When you can't see the truth you surround, follow the light that speaks through your soul.
I decided I'm going to take a shot of the fire right here, which is kind of meager, so I'm going to stoke it just a little bit. And I have the tent just off to the side. You probably can't see it because it's dark. Now I have the lantern off to the side of me here, and I'm going to walk you through real quick the settings on the camera and what I'm going to do to capture this shot. I have my D3400 sitting on the Joby Gorilla pod here. Now I tried to record this and it's really tough to see the back of it, so I'm just going to walk you through it. In short, I am in manual mode, and I have the aperture set to f8, and I've got the shutter around 20 seconds. Now, I'm going to play around with this a little bit to try and get what I feel is going to be kind of the best shot of what I'm trying to grab here. And I might go 20 seconds, I might go 25. I'm just going to play with that a little bit. And I'm going to also play with the ISO. I would like a lower ISO, but I really don't want to extend the shutter past 30 seconds because when you do that, you got to go into bulb mode, and then you're just kind of guessing at that point. So I'm going to play around with that ISO, and then I'm going to watch the exposure indicator on the back to see if I can get that where the camera thinks it's semi-exposed. And we're going to see what we can get here. This might be a little difficult to see me, but it is around 5:30 in the morning, and I wanted to get up and see this sunrise because it's a big reason why I'm here as well. I wanted to capture the sunset, but I heard the sunrise was amazing, and it is. We have a nice fog deck that's down here in the valley, and it just makes for a really awesome, peaceful surrounding, and I'm going to see if I can show that to you now. We're going to grab some shots of this to see just how well we can capture it. But it really is breathtaking.
Chaos has turned your white clouds to dark gray, and you taste the tears in the rain. And I know you have all the strength to find your way as you teach the world to be brave. Follow the light that speaks through your eyes, even stronger every time that you cry. Your eyes.
Sometimes you have to go above and beyond to get the shot. So I'm laying down here and I'm trying to get this portrait shot of the sunrise, and trying to get the rock outcrop here, and then the trees down below. Just a quick thought on changing angles. Now, I'm on top of this rock face, and the sun's really starting to come up now, but my tent and my sight is down there. And so I've taken a handful of shots from down there, but I see things slightly different when I come on the other side of this rock face. And I don't know how well we can see it in the video, but it definitely just has a different look and feel to it from here. So whenever you're taking photos of your subject, whatever it might be, just remember, go down, go up, go around, and just see if it's worthy of grabbing additional shots.
Night came out, dark was the night, blue was the light. Oh, come on in, dripping down like broken glass. Flowers a chill, drowned in flame. But I want to tell you, oh, people like you, want to be like you, want to love like you, want to live like you.
Just a quick note, when you're doing adventure photography like this, you really want to be careful and let people know where you're at and for how long you think you'll be there. It's important because I'm out by myself last night, overnight, and this morning, and there's really nobody out here. So, one wrong step and it could be a problem. So again, it's just really important that if you do something like this, take precautions and be safe.
People like you, cannibal, crowned in gold, big shiny teeth. Oh, say people like you, people like you, want to be like you, want to love like you, want to live like you. Night came out, dark was the night, blue was the light. Oh, come on in, dripping down like broken glass. Flowers a child, drowned in blue. But I want to tell you, oh, people like you, people like you, want to be like you, want to love like you, want to live like you. People like you, great star, world power, poison wine, I'll divine, never get lonely, the cannibal, crowned in gold, big shiny teeth. Oh, say people like you, people like you, want to be like you, want to love like you, want to live like you.
I had a lot of fun coming down last night and then hiking up to that rock face and then taking some shots of the sunset and then just enjoying a peaceful, relaxing night because it was really quiet out there. And then getting up this morning and seeing that fog in the valleys between the mountains and then grabbing some of those shots of that sunrise and then the mountains with the fog. It was all just really cool and a lot of fun to do. And then I got up and hiked around some more and grabbed some more shots. Well, now it's time for me to go ahead and make my way back. But I want you to know that I took all of those shots with this camera right here. And again, this is the Nikon D3400 with just the 18-55 kit lens. Now, it doesn't really matter what camera you have. I just want you to know that it's really just about technique and having fun, getting out there. Even though this is considered an entry-level camera, it's still very, very capable. That's what I like about it. One day I may upgrade, but for now, it does the trick, and that's what I want to convey to everyone who's subscribed. You know, just know that whatever gear you have, you can take great shots with it. So wherever you are in the world, hopefully this has inspired you to get out and get to a location where you can relax and wind down and grab your camera and take some awesome shots. That's really what it's all about, in my opinion. So just have fun with it. Now, if you haven't done so, and you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm going to post a link in the description below, so go ahead and check it out and we can exchange some photos and just have a good time. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and do so. It's called Real World. More often than not, I post videos about photography and technology, but you never know. So until the next video, take care of yourself and be safe.